This is the OTB Television Network, a service of Capital District Off-Track Betting.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this week's edition of Horses Inc. Horses, 22 races to bring you, including an incredible Saturday afternoon down at Belmont Park. But we're going to kick it off north of the border, Toronto, their big prep race for the July 3rd Queen's Plate, the Plate Trial.
Racing in the Plate Trial, and they came out pretty much as one. Conquest Cavalry with the slight advantage. Shakamak got out nicely on the inside. Up on the outer, Sir Dudley Diggs, and on the rails is Amise Gizmo. And they got away by 2 lengths early to Aye Captain, and last is Battery. Conquest Cavalry trying to angle across to the inside. They work their way down the stretch and now bounding clear. Conquest Cavalry out the stretch by 2 lengths. Shakamat is second on the inside of Sir Dudley Diggs, who races handy, and they've come away about 4 lengths now to Amise Gizmo. Aye Captain next to last on the inside of Amise Gizmo, and 3 away last is Battery. The pace has been pretty true and setting the tone. It's Conquest Cavalry given a slight breather by Gary Belanger. And as they head down the backstretch in second, Shakamat traveling beautifully. In fact, Shakamat almost reeling in Conquest Cavalry under a very tight rein. 2.5 Sir Dudley Diggs up the rails. Aye Captain joins the fray nicely. Amise Gizmo's 3 wide, only 4 lengths separate them. And the one at the back is Battery, who's 5 behind. Half mile, 48, and it's still Conquest Cavalry in front. Emma Jane Wilson just biding her time on Shakamat, and now engaging the leader as they pick up the pace. 3 wide goes Amise Gizmo, and Shakamat and Amise Gizmo go to the front, and it's Shakamat tackled by Amise Gizmo immediately. They come down towards the quarter, and the top trio have got away by 2 lengths. On the outside, Sir Dudley Diggs and Aye Captain. Amise Gizmo turns in front of the Plate Trial with Shakamat under the whip, and back on the outside, Sir Dudley Diggs. Down the lane, Amise Gizmo's got the upper hand here. Amise Gizmo driving clear. Shakamat trying to come back, but as they come to the final 16th, Amise Gizmo reigning supreme. Amise Gizmo and Luis Contreras dominant in the Plate Trial. 2 lengths, Shakamat second, Sir Dudley Diggs third, and 5 to Conquest Cavalry was fourth.
Contested over the Tapeta for the first time, winning by 2.5 lengths. Luis Contreras aboard the second choice in the wagering. The offspring of Giant Gizmo returns $6.80, defeating the 9 to 10 favorite. Sir Dudley Diggs finishes third. Now we'll see on July 3rd if the winner can come back and add the prestigious Queen's Plate to the victory in the local prep race. Also on Sunday afternoon, time for the 3-year-old fillies in the Woodbine Oaks.
Racing in the Woodbine Oaks, presented by Budweiser, and a great start for Tis Imaginary and Conquest Party Girl from the outside. Karen, going through for the early lead, has sauntered to the front. Splitting horses, and it's Karen, joined on the outside by Conquest Party Girl. 1 away third, Tis Imaginary. Lying in fourth is Neshama. Conquest Dynasty's over on the inside as they work their way down the stretch. On the outside is Dublin Diva. 1.5 lengths, Trini Brunette, and Gamble's Ghost has some cover on her inside. Back second last is Luck Tanya, needing some racing room, has the head up, and over on the outside is Crumlin Spirit. Karen at the helm, got to the inside, leads the way down the back stretch by a length. Up in second, Conquest Party Girl. 1.5 lengths, Tis Imaginary third. Neshama's had a pretty good run. 2.5 lengths the next bunch, Dublin Diva. On the inside is Conquest Dynasty. There's been no moves yet. Then Trini Brunette. Now Gamble's Ghost has room up the inside, is 6 or 7 off the pace. Second last, Crumlin Spirit, and Luck Tanya at the back. They race along to the final half mile, and Karen says, let's see how much is there and catch me if you can. She's got away. Karen, 3 in front. In second is Conquest Party Girl. Nashama getting to work. On the inside, Tis Imaginaries losing ground. Coming home is Trini Brunette. Gambles Ghost now looks for a seam up the inside. Dublin Diva the centre. And from the back running on is Crumlin Spirit. And Luck Britannia's last. They go to the quarter. And Karen has slipped the field and she's doing it in fine style. Nashama in second. Trini Brunette down the outside. A long way home, but everything going well for Karen. Karen in front. 3 clear. Now Gambles goes right down the outside in the clear. It's Karen by 2.5. Nashama, Trini Brunette, and flying is Gambles Ghost. Nashama grabbing Karen, and Gambles Ghost grabbing Nashama, but Nashama on the inside. Gambles Ghost. Oh, it's so tight. It's a photo. Gambles Ghost came with a lunge at Nashama. Let the photo decide it. And behind them is a weakening Karen with Crumlin Spirit.
One tick of a second slower, ladies and gentlemen, go the 3-year-old girls, but winning the photo finish at 15-1. Enrique de Silva aboard, $32.30. Another odds-on favorite losing. The 4-5 favorite, Gambles Ghost, finishes second. Karen checks in third in the 61st running of the Woodbine Oaks. Up next, a stop down at Churchill Downs on the turf, the Mint Julep.
And they're off. Kiss Moon for that inside post is off to a good beginning, and Ms. Money is there too to the outside, and farther out Zapessa is up close racing third. Cash Control keen to go on toward the inside fourth in the early stages as Kiss Moon strides out to lead the field by us the first time, leading by 2.5 now. Ms. Money is running along in second. Zapessa's on the outside. Third, Cash Control settles in fourth. Justice Animo is 3 wide into that first turn, running along in fifth. Flying Tippet is 6 down toward the rail. Sweet Acclaim is racing seventh by another 2. Then it's Southern Gem racing in eighth by another 3. Personal Diary broke for that outside post, save ground around the first turn. And Sista Stroll is the last of them all. Solid opening quarter mile in 23-2. A very keen Kiss Moon heads up the backstretch run. Fighting Jesus Castanon just a bit. They lead by 4. Ms. Money stalking the pace out of second. Zapessa's in the clear while third. Cash Control's going to save ground onto the far turn run, racing along in fourth. Justice Animo's wide onto that turn from fifth. Sweet Acclaim is right in the thick of it, racing in sixth and only 4 lengths off the lead. Flying Tippet is down inside seventh. They're tightly packed up top. It's 5 more lengths back to Southern Gem, who's already under a drive. Sister Strolls out of last and Personal Diary trails. Meanwhile, up top, Kiss Moon is still the leader. Cash Control is locked and loaded with nowhere to go. Right in behind is going to try and cut the corner. A seam opens up down toward the rail. Zapessa gets on track on the outside, and Sweet Acclaim does too. Things change quickly. Top of the stretch, Cash Control comes on through down toward the rail. Zapessa fighting on. Sweet Acclaim in with a big shot on the outside. Sweet Acclaim's up for the lead. Cash Control has to fight back these two. Ding dong down to the wire. Cash Control down inside. Sweet Acclaim outside. Here's the finish. Maybe Cash Control won it. Maybe got the nose down. Sweet Acclaim was right there. Zapessa was third, and Justice Animo was fourth.
The offspring of Pioneer of the Nile, Cash Control, they win the photo finish. Second choice in the wagering over the favorite. Brad Cox sends out the winner, returning $6.80. The 9-5 losing favorite, Sweet Acclaim, finishes second. Mitchell Merrill aboard the third place finisher in this year's Mint Julep. Now, ladies and gentlemen, 19 races to bring you over Belmont Stakes Week. We're going to kick it off on Thursday afternoon. Kid you not about the distance. 1 mile and 15/16 fillies and mares in the Belmont Coronation Invitational.
They're off in the Belmont Coronation Invitational. And Return to Grace and Joel Rosario go out to the early lead, pressured by Brandy Bend from the inside. So the two of them open up 3 lengths on Suffused. El Cazaliga next, then Generosidade. Aknaha is last of them all, and 10 lengths off the lead in the nascent stages here of this mile and 15/16 journey. Brandy Bend and Return to Grace are 1-2 early on. And now Brandy Bend gets away to lead through a 25 flat opening quarter mile, a decent enough pace here for this long distance. Return to Grace is running in second. She's now 2 1/4 lengths behind. After that comes Suffused in third. And then El Cazaliga to the outside, followed by Generosidade, who's down toward the rail, and 7 lengths from the front as they come toward the top of the stretch for the first time. Aknaha is last of them all, and she's about 9 lengths off the lead. So they come into the stretch. And they'll have another lap to go here as Brandy Bend and Florent Giroux lead the way with the first half mile in 51 and 4/5 seconds. And that lead is 2 lengths. Return to Grace runs along in second. And then comes El Cazalia, who pokes her head into third to the outside of Suffuse down toward the rail. Generosidade is fifth at this stage with 5 lengths to make up and 2 lengths ahead of Javier Castellano and Aknaha at the rear of the field, 3/4 up in 1:17 and 4. So now they make their way toward the clubhouse turn. Brandy Bend on top, leading the way here and in the clear by 1.5 lengths. Return to Grace follows in second. El Cazalia is third on the outside of Suffused, who's saving all the ground here as they make their way to the backstretch. She's 4.5 lengths off the lead, just ahead of Generosidade. Aknaha still biding time at the back with 7 lengths to make up, and they're on to the backstretch. The first mile up in 1:43 and 3/5 seconds. And Brandy Bend is isolated on the lead. Brandy Bend has opened up 3 now. Return to Grace, El Cazalia next. And now beginning to move up is Generosidade just to the outside of those two. And now the 3 of them are across the track battling for second and now getting closer to this front runner. Suffused still penultimately placed here and now guided to the outside by Jose Ortiz. They're just 4 lengths behind and leading Aknaha by 2.5. So now the field makes their way into the far turn. And Brandy Bend is on top by 3/4 of a length. El Cazalia second. Generosidade is third on the outside. Return to Grace continues to ride the rail inside of Suffused. Aknaha is still last, and she's now 5 lengths off the lead around the far turn. Brandy Bend, the lead is just 1/2 length now. El Cazalia is second, and right to the outside of them is Generosidade. Javier Castellano urging Aknaha to make her run from the back of the field, while Suffused and Jose Ortiz save all the ground and now switch to the outside of the front runner, and suddenly Suffused has bounded to the lead. Suffused has taken over, and she pulls away as Aknaha moves up into second, 2.5 lengths behind. It is going to be Suffused to win the Belmont Coronation Invitational, and she was striding away strong in the end. Aknaha was second, and then Generosidade and Brandy Bend.
I think this is the first time they've ever run at this distance, and we get a new course record, 3:23.26. I got to tell you, I like marathon racing anyways, and I think this is a good idea when you have Champlain and De Lamy on the bottom, Bill Mott, Judd Mott Farms, Jose Ortiz aboard. They win by a handful. Unique thing in American racing, even in a 6-horse field, not a single horse double-digit. The favorite finished third. The long shot at 6-1 finished fifth, but the winner returns $11.60. Runner-up is 3-1 with Javier Castellano, and the favorite, Genocida, finishes third in the Coronation Invitational. And now about the opposite end of the spectrum in North American stakes racing. Now we have 2-year-old fillies dashing 5.5.
We're off in the Astoria. Taking up just a bit at the break there was China Grove. A bit of an awkward start for Golden Mischief, too. As they make their way for the turn, Bodie's Dream's going to grab the lead from that far outside post. Our Precious Stones goes with her. Harlan's Thunder is there on the inside, and Golden Mischief is fourth just in behind them. They're followed by Lightning Dove, China Grove, and Anna's Bandit. Around the turn they go. Bodie's Dream is the leader. Ran 1/4 in 22 seconds flat, and Bodie's Dream's in front by 3/4 of a length. Golden Mischief on the outside is up running in second position. Harlan's Thunder is down on the inside in third, as China Grove circles up on the far outside and is coming 3 wide toward the pace setters, making their way to the top of the stretch. Bodie's Dream, Golden Mischief to the outside, and China Grove in the center of the track, a furlong to run. John Velasquez shaking up Bodie's Dream to hold on to this lead. She's in front by 2. Golden Mischief is second. China Grove is third on the outside. It is going to be Bodie's Dream to take the Astoria. And then it was China Grove second, a photo behind her. Anna's Bandit closing late, and then Golden Mischief in a final time of 1 minute 3.66 seconds.
The 105th running of the Astoria Stakes go to Bodie's Dream, and I doubt this is the last offspring of Bodie-Meister we're going to have on this program, ladies and gentlemen. The slight favorite for Todd Pletcher returns $6.30. China Groove finishes second. Anna's Bandit, the long shot on the board at 20-1, finishes third. Continuing with the Distaffers, back to the turf, and Fillies and Mares going 7/8 in the Intercontinental.
They're all in line, ready for the start. They're off in the Intercontinental. And Shrinking Violet and Kent DeSormo go straight to the front. As the field heads up the backstretch, Unbridled Courage is away running in second position. Then comes Mississippi Delta in third, followed by Zendaya, who settles into fourth position. In the initial stages here, about 3.5 lengths off the lead. Miss Ella is next, then Rumble Doll to the outside, followed by Distorted Beauty, and Note d'Oro is last as they continue their run for the far turn. The opening quarter miles up in 24 1/5 seconds, a slow fraction, but into the wind as they make their way into the turn. Shrinking Violet on top by a half a length. Unbridled Courage on the outside second. Mississippi Delta rides the rail third. Zendaya poised in fourth, 2.5 lengths off the lead. Miss Ella's next, and down toward the inside is Distorted Beauty, who is looking for some running room here. About 5 lengths off the lead as Rumble Doll goes 3 wide, and Note d'Oro is last, but only 5 lengths from the front after a 48 4.5 miles. So they're coming to the top of the stretch. Shrinking Violet comes off the turn. Unbridled Courage and Zendaya run up alongside, and Rumble Doll is in the center of the course trying to make a late impact with 1 furlong to go. Zendaya strikes the front. Zendaya and Javier Castellano have taken the lead. Rumble Doll runs up into second, then comes Shrinking Violet, followed by Unbridled Courage, but it is going to be Zendaya to win it by 4.5 lengths. Rumble Doll was second, then a photo, maybe Miss Ella on the wire with Note d'Oro, and Unbridled Courage in a final time of 1 minute 22.44 seconds. So
Zendaya for Chad Brown. Javier Castellano, the even money favorite, returns $4.10, followed by Rumble Doll. Miss Ella finishes third in the third running of the Intercontinental. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, Friday afternoon at Belmont Park.
And Frosted is coming with giant strides on the far outside. Keen Ice has got him. Keen Ice has won the Travers.
In a recent study of some of the top online wagering sites, Capital OTB won big in total player rewards, far surpassing some of the best-known wagering sites in America. While other rewards programs simply offer you points redeemable for gift cards, Capital OTB's rebates are paid to you in actual cash. Plus, Capital OTB gives you full and immediate access to your money. So if all you're getting now are points and gift cards, join Capital OTB Player Rewards today and get cash back. Visit CapitalOTBBet.com and sign up today.
50 yards, heavily poised, here's the line, One Dreamer wins and scores a huge front-running upset under Gary Stevens. Heavily prized was second. You have just witnessed a felony.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Turning our attention to Friday afternoon, Fillies and Mares on the dirt, going 1.5 miles for this century's Distaff winner of the Belmont, the Rags to Riches.
They're off in the Rags to Riches. And Malaya goes out to lead them early. Theogony goes with her. These two from the far outside post will take the lead as they make their way toward that first turn. Malaya gets clear. Theogony second by another 3. After that, it's Mei Ling running in third, followed by Sweetgrass, who's right behind her, drafting in behind her in fourth. The trailer Joint Return is about 7 lengths off of front-running Malaya, who goes through the first quarter mile in 24 3/5 seconds and leads the way by 1.5 lengths over Theogony. They've separated themselves now. It's 6 lengths more back to Mei Ling, who is content to sit third at this stage as the top two go on. After that, Joint Return, who's not far behind Mei Ling, running in fourth. The trailer Sweetgrass and Javier Castellano are about 12 lengths off the lead as they make their way onto the backstretch through the first half mile in 49 2. So it is Malaya in front. Rad Ortiz Jr. and Malaya maintain an almost two-length lead up the backstretch as Julian Leparoux keeps Theogony close and runs in second. It's 7 or 8 lengths now back to Mei Ling, who is just ahead of Joint Return and Sweetgrass on the inside. So they're halfway home here, 3/4 of a mile up in 1:14 and 1 in the Rags to Riches. Malaya the leader. On top by 2 over Theogony as they continue their journey up the backstretch here. They've got an 8-length bulge on the rest. Mei Ling is next. Sweetgrass on the inside in Joint Return. Last of the 5 as they make their way into the far turn. Malaya's lead is 1.5 lengths. Theogony is second as they have a half a mile to go. The first mile up in 1:38 and 4. Now it's just 5 lengths back to the other 3. Mei Ling still running in third. Joint Return takes fourth on the outside. Sweetgrass trails. Around the far turn, Malaya the leader by a length. Theogony still second. And Mei Ling is a much closer third now. And Javier Castellano pumps on Sweetgrass to go from the rail. And now she takes third at the top of the stretch. We've got a new leader here. As they turn for home, it's Theogony. Theogony has taken over. Malaya has given way. Mei Ling now takes second. Then Sweetgrass in Joint Return on the outside. But Theogony's running up the score here. Theogony bounds by the 16th pole and is all by herself, winning the Rags to Riches. Theogony beats Mei Ling, and then came Sweetgrass and Joint Return.
Part of the great irony here, the winner drawing off by 8, but an offspring of Curlin wins the first running of the Rags to Riches. The 7-5 second choice returns $4.80 from Mark Casse. The 6-5 favorite, Mei Ling, finishes second. Sweetgrass finishes third. Up next, 2-year-olds going 5.5 in the Tremont.
They're off in the Tremont. And it is Silver Mission who goes out to the early lead. Pachi Cruz came out running in second. Hey Mike is third to the inside. Saratoga two-step last of the 4. And 5 lengths off of Silver Mission and John Velasquez, who lead the way into the far turn. Pachi Cruz is second. 1.5 lengths behind, and then comes Hey Mike on the inside, and now Saratoga two-step is guided to the outside of Hey Mike and racing just 3 lengths off of front-running Silver Mission, who goes by the first quarter in 22 and 4. Silver Mission on top, 1.5 lengths. Pachi Cruz is second. Saratoga two-step is on the far outside, while Hey Mike saves all the ground in behind the leaders as they turn for home. Silver Mission off the turn in front. Silver Mission has opened up a 2.5 length lead as Hey Mike slips through into second on the inside of Pachi Cruz. Saratoga two-step is fourth as they come down to the 16th pole, and it is Silver Mission. Silver Mission's going to go all the way and pull away in the end in the Tremont. Silver Mission won it by about 6 lengths over Hey Mike, and then it was Pachi Cruz.
The 119th running of the Tremont goes to Silver Mission, who made it look easy. Johnny V in the saddle. Third choice in the wagering at 2-1. Todd Pletcher sends out the winner, returning $6.60. The 11-10 favorite, Hey Mike, finishes second. The 9-5 second choice, Saratoga two-step, finishes fourth in this year's renewal of the Tremont. Up next, 3-year-old fillies in the Jersey Girl.
They're off in the Jersey Girl. Quick Release and Karina come out running well. Appealing Maggie on the inside will go with them, and the 3 of them speed off into the far turn. She's already came out running in fourth. It's a 5-length gap back to One True Kiss, who trails the field early on. Appealing Maggie has made the front as they race into the turn. Appealing Maggie, the leader, 3/4 of a length. Quick Release, the big favorite Karina, next on the outside, 21 and 3 was the first quarter. She's already fourth and right in this hot pace too, and a long gap 7 lengths back to One True Kiss, who's not keeping up at this stage. Appealing Maggie and Karina will turn for home together. They're side by side and now 3 lengths ahead of She's Already. After a half mile, it's up in 43 and 2. They're into the stretch, and Karina and Rad Ortiz Jr. have taken the lead in the center of the track, and they're pulling away now. Pulling away from Appealing Maggie with every stride. Karina. Oh, this is one really, really nice filly. Karina by about 6 lengths under the wire in 107.4? That appealing Maggie and One True Kiss.
The Familiar Silks of Godolphin, sent out by Karen McLaughlin. The offspring of Medaglia d'Oro wins by 6 1/4 as the 3-10 favorite returns $2.60. Appealing Maggie finishes second. One True Kiss finishes third. Older sprinters going 6 furlongs up next in the True North.
They're off for the True North. Holy Boss bobbled a bit coming out of there, and Dad's Caps fires out for the front. Catalina Red is sent along between horses, and Always Sunshine is there on the outside, and Joking takes his spot at the rear of the field, 5 lengths off the lead. Dad's Caps is in front, and Catalina Red presses the pace on the outside. These two a half length apart heading to the half-mile pole. And then comes Holy Boss and Always Sunshine. The first quarter up in 22 2/5 seconds. Joking is last, and he's 4.5 lengths off the lead. Dad's Caps and Arad Ortiz Jr. continue to lead the way. Catalina Red now being shaken up by Javier Castellano. He wants more run from him. Always Sunshine is there on the outside, while Holy Boss rides the rail and Joking trails, and Dad's Caps gets away. Dad's Caps is opened up to a 2-length lead after a 44 3/2 mile. Always Sunshine is taken second. Catalina Red is full out. On the inside is Holy Boss, and Joking is trying to make a late run on the far outside. Joking is closing in, trying to get Dad's Caps. Dad's Caps. Here comes Joking. It is going to be Joking. Joking and Manny Franco running down Dad's Caps and Holy Boss in a final time of 1 minute 8.04 seconds.
An outsider, ladies and gentlemen, from last to first, winning by a neck, Manny Franco. In the saddle for Charlton Baker, owner-trainer, returns $21.80 as the longest shot in the board, second longest shot in the board. The longest shot in the board, Dad's Cap, tried to make every pole at 12-1, finishes second. Holy Boss finishes third. Catalina Red, the even money favorite off of that tremendous effort at Churchill Downs on the undercard of the Derby, finishes fourth. Fillies and Mares up next, going 10 furlongs on the turf in the New York.
They're off in the New York. And there goes Photo Call to take the lead. Kalachi Queen is away running in second. Guapaza now goes up on the outside, and she'll confront front-running Photo Call in the race to the first turn. Trophy sits back and runs in fourth, 5 lengths off the lead and clear of Dacita. Then comes Havana Moon to the outside, and C. Khaleesi will take her spot at the rear of the field. She's covered up in last and racing 8 lengths off of front-running Photo Call, who completes the quarter in a leisurely 25 seconds flat. So Photo Call onto the backstretch in front. The lead is about 1 3/4 lengths over Guapaza in second. After that comes Kalachi Queen third to the inside, followed by Trophy in fourth. And then Dacita fifth down toward the rail, racing 7 lengths off the lead up the backstretch. Next to her is Havana Moon. The trailer is C. Khaleesi, and the half mile was in 50 1/5 seconds. Up the backstretch they go. Photo Call making this pace in front by 2 lengths over Guapaza in second. Then it's Kalachi Queen to the inside, running in third. Trophy fourth to the outside. Then a covered up Dacita and Arad Ortiz Jr. They're 5.5 lengths from the front. Havana Moon is next, and C. Khaleesi has trailed every step of the way. Jose Ortiz has her 7 lengths off the lead after 3/4 of a mile in 1:15.1 around the far turn. It's Photo Call, who's been there every step of the way. Guapaza to the outside is second. Trophy goes up 3 wide. Kalachi Queen is down toward the rail. Dacita has been taken just off the outside now. And now is within 5 lengths off the lead. She's going to swing out there 4 wide, while C. Khaleesi is going to ride the rail and try to come through an opening on the inside if she can get through there. Guapaza now has taken the lead. C. Khaleesi coming through traffic. On the outside is Dacita. Here's C. Khaleesi and Dacita. On the inside, Guapaza, all the Chad Brown runners, but it's going to be Dacita. And Dacita beats C. Khaleesi on the wire. Guapaza was third, Chad Brown 1, 2, 3, and Trophy ends up fourth, and a final time of 2 minutes 1.46 seconds.
Chad Brown, Irad Ortiz, they're aboard. The winner, Dasida, scores the victory, returning $11.80, defeating the Chad Brown, Jose Ortiz, 4-5 favorite. C. Khaleesi, who just had a world of trouble trying to go from last to first. We'll see her again, hopefully. And then Kupaza finishes third in the New York. And wrapping up Friday afternoon, back to the turf, one of those long distance ones at 2 miles, the Belmont Gold Cup Invitational.
Ready for a start of the Belmont Gold Cup Invitational. They're off and on their 2-mile journey. And Silver Lime started well, but there goes Belisarius up to grab the early lead, and Kai Gun is going with him. The two horses are 1-2 early on there with the same colors as they make their way into that first turn. There goes Maya Fleet to join them from the outside, and now takes second. Twilight Eclipse is fourth. Then Tobias, the grandson of Secretariat, down on the inside, racing about 6 lengths off the lead early on. Silver Lime is next. Then Biz the Nurse on the outside, break of another 2 to Up with the Birds. And they're followed by Rum Tum Tugger, then the Big Hoss on the inside, and the trailers are Now We Can and Closing Bell. And the pace is honest enough for this distance. That first quarter was in 24 and 4/5 seconds as Maya Fleet leads them into the stretch for the first time. Maya Fleet's on top by 2.5 lengths. Belisarius is second. Kai Gun is third to the inside. Twilight Eclipse, Biz the Nurse next, and then Tobias down toward the rail. Silver Lime in mid-pack early after a 49 and 3/2 mile. Then a break of another 2.5 lengths back to Up with the Birds, followed by the Big Hoss on the inside. Rum Tum Tugger is third last here ahead of Now We Can, and Closing Bell trails the field with just under a lap to go. So the gray horses in front here, Maya Fleet and Kendrick Carmouche, a long shot setting the pace, opening up to lead by 3.5 lengths into the clubhouse turn. Belisarius is second. Kai Gun follows in third. Twilight Eclipse fourth at this stage of the race, 6 lengths off the lead. And then comes Tobias, Silver Lime, and Biz the Nurse. Up with the Birds is after that. The Big Hoss is 11 lengths from the front as they make their way toward the back stretch. Then it's Now We Can, followed by Rum Tum Tugger, who's in penultimate position here, just ahead of Closing Bell, the trailer, as the field makes their way on to the backstretch, where it is Maya Fleet, who's been on this front-running mission here and is now out there by 4.5 lengths on Belisarius. Kai Gun follows in third, then Twilight Eclipse. Tobias on the far outside is after that. Then Silver Lime was 5.5 lengths off the lead. Up with the Birds, Biz the Nurse. They're getting closer now, starting to take closer order up the backstretch. The Big Hoss is racing about 7 lengths off the lead right now. Then toward the inside, Closing Bell, who has gone by Now We Can and Rum Tum Tugger, and Belisarius has now taken the lead as the field rounds the far turn. Belisarius 2.5 lengths ahead of Kai Gun in second. Twilight Eclipse is third to the outside. Silver Lime is fourth, and now moving is Up with the Birds, who's going up there on the far outside within 6 lengths of the lead as Belisarius heads toward the top of the stretch in front, and Twilight Eclipse is moving now on the outside. Kai Gun is there too, in between horses. Silver Lime cuts the corner as they make their way toward the top of the stretch here, and on the far outside, here's the Big Hoss. What a rush! The Big Hoss alongside of Twilight Eclipse, and here's Now We Can. Now We Can has the Big Hoss to catch with a 16th to go. The Big Hoss has the lead down to the wire. The Big Hoss and Florent Geroux win the Belmont Gold Cup Invitational. And then it was Now We Can, a photo between Twilight Eclipse and Closing Bell. The final time, we don't run the distance that often, but it is a new course record, 3 minutes, 17.29 seconds.
At the rarely run distance, and I think this is probably about the third time they've run it since this is the third running of this race, the Big Hoss scores the victory. Florent Geroux in the saddle. The 2-1 favorite returns $6.40 from Mike Maker. Now We Can finish his second. And another 7-year-old Twilight Eclipse at 9-1 finishes third. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, Saturday afternoon at beautiful Belmont Park.
Coming right back, the American, the European, and it is theatrical in front. Trempolino driving hard, full out, is trying to get him, and here is the wire, and theatrical has won it. Absolutely spectacular.
Come on.
I want sales reports on my desk by Monday.
Whoops. My bad.
Love racing? RTN brings you every live simulcast on your home television, plus live video streaming and race replays on your PC and mobile devices. To order, visit rtn.tv. RTN, a breed apart.
Pick, bet, and cheer on world-class horse racing from Woodbine and Mohawk racetracks. Over 130 live thoroughbred days, over 200 live harness days, loads of action, tons of bet types. The guaranteed Pick 4, Jackpot High 5, and Pick 6 bets are just the beginning. Join the ranks of Woodbine and Mohawk players from all over the globe and make your bets count. For more information on the latest updates on events and offers, visit woodbineentertainment.com.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. A tremendous day in the thoroughbred world on Saturday afternoon at Belmont Park. The opener, 3-year-olds in the Easy Goer.
And they're off. Hit It Once More is going out for the lead. Economic Model and Rally Cry are right together, second and third. Then it's Cupid in fourth here in the early going, about 3.5 lengths off the lead. Race Me Home is the early trailer in fifth as these 3-year-olds head up the backstretch. And it's Hit It Once More in front here by 3/4 of a length. Now Rally Cry rallies in between horses, and on the outside, Cupid is advancing. So 3 of them are right across the track. It's 2.5 lengths back to Economic Model, and Race Me Home continues to trail the quarter win in 23 3/5 seconds. On the outside is Cupid. Towards the inside, it's Hit It Once More. Those two are heads apart, and Rally Cry is just in behind in third. 1.5 to Economic Model, and Race Me Home is the trailer in fifth. Now they begin the run around the far turn. The opening half mile in 46 seconds. Hit It Once More and Cupid, and the two of them are heads apart for the lead. Rally Cry is 1.5 lengths off in third. Then Economic Model and Race Me Home. On the inside, it's Hit It Once More. On the outside, the odds-on favorite Cupid, who hasn't been asked yet, under Florent Geroux. On the outside is Rally Cry, who's now a rallying third. 3/4 and 109 3 as they come into the stretch. Here comes Rally Cry. Cupid is tailed off. Race Me Home is racing up on the outside. Rally Cry, Race Me Home, and Economic Model has come through down on the inside. And Economic Model has now taken over the lead in deep stretch. Economic Model wins New York's Easy Goer Stakes. Economic Model the winner. Then Race Me Home and Rally Cry was third. The time was 1 minute, 40 seconds.
Economic Model, third choice in the wager for Chad Brown, Claridge Stables, and Bill Lawrence. Irad Ortiz in the saddle. They win by 1.5 lengths, returning $10 even. Long shot at nearly 15 to 1. Race Me Home finishes second. Rally Cry finishes third. 4 to 5 favorite Cupid finishes last in the Easy Goer. Up next, 3-year-old fillies in the prestigious Grade 1 Acorn.
They're off in the Acorn. Catherine Sophia comes out running. On her outside, it's Go Maggie Go and Pola Queen from the inside. These three out for the lead. Karina Mia right behind them, running in fourth up the backstretch. And then it's Off the Tracks and Forever Darling. So they're heading up the backstretch here. And now it's Paula Queen and Go Maggie Go together up front. And Catherine Sophia has been taken just off of them, running in third and surrounded by Off the Tracks and Forever Darling. Karina Mia, in the meanwhile, relegated to the back of the pack after a 23 flat opening quarter mile. Paula Queen on top. And now Catherine Sophia comes after her, and Go Maggie Go is just on their outside as they make their way into the far turn. Then Forever Darling off the tracks, and Karina Mia on hold at the back of the pack. The half mile is in 46 seconds flat. Around the far turn in the Acorn, Paula Queen, Catherine Sophia, and Go Maggie Go, and they're across the track. Off the Tracks is next. Karina Mia has moved up into fifth on the outside. Forever Darling trails the field as they come toward the top of the stretch, where Catherine Sophia has wrested command. But Karina Mia makes a move now, and there she goes on the outside with a sudden burst of speed. Karina Mia has taken the lead. Catherine Sophia's down on the inside, fighting in second, and then it's off the tracks in third, past the 16th pole. Karina Mia and Julian Leporeau have it won. Karina Mia takes the acorn. Off the tracks was second, and then it was Catherine Sophia, followed by a photo between Paula Queen and Go Maggie Go.
Very interesting race here, folks. Catherine Sophia, a one-turn dynamo coming out of the Kentucky Oaks, was the 4-5 favorite, but Karina Mia, who Bill Mott has done a fantastic job for Three Chimney Farms. She used to have tremendous speed. Now it looks as though they've got her to rate. I got to tell you, for the 3/8 pole home, I thought she looked like a winner from last to first. She returned $6.10. Off the tracks, saw her at Saratoga last year when the Schuylerville finishes second, and Catherine Sophia finishes third at odds on. Up next, the 128th running of the Brooklyn.
They're off in the Brooklyn. Samrat comes out running well, so does Shaman Ghost, and to their outside it's Wayman Boyd. Now Wayman Boyd and Shaman Ghost will lead the way to that first turn. On the far outside, Do You Know Something? Catholic Cowboy follows them in fourth. Security's fifth on the outside, and then comes Turco Bravo. Samrat is down toward the rail, neck and neck in between horses. And then it's El Nawi to the inside. The favorite Kid Cruz is dead last early on. He is really biding time in the initial stages here. 12 lengths off the lead after a first quarter in 24 and 2/5 seconds. A reasonable pace around that first turn with Wayman Boyd the leader. 3/4 of a length ahead of Do You Know Something, who's second by another 2. And then it's Shaman Ghost racing on the inside of Catholic Cowboy, and a 3-wide Securities follows in fifth. Then Samrat neck and neck and Turco Bravo all right together. El Nawi is in behind them, and Kid Cruz is still 13 lengths behind. A 49 and 3 half-mile. On the backstretch they go here in the Brooklyn Invitational, with Wayman Boyd leading the way by a neck over Do You Know Something. Securities on the far outside, Shaman Ghost and Catholic Cowboy between them. These three lined up behind the pace-setting pair, and then Turco Bravo, who's also right alongside of neck and Samrat on the inside. El Nawi is 8 lengths off the lead, and Kid Cruz is 4 lengths behind him. 3/4 up in 1:15 flat. So the field races for the far turn. Wayman Boyd, 3/4 of a length ahead of Do You Know Something. On the rail is Shaman Ghost in third. Securities follows in fourth, and Catholic Cowboy, Turco Bravo neck and neck. Samrat on the inside, and then El Nawi and Kid Cruz is still last. He's 8 lengths off the lead, beginning to move up now, but Jose Ortiz is really motivating him on the far turn. He's got work to do. It is Do You Know Something and Wayman Boyd who will come to the top of the stretch with Securities after them from the outside. Shaman Ghost is next, and then Turco Bravo. Kid Cruz has his work cut out for him, coming into the stretch wide, and they turn for home into Brooklyn. It is Shaman Ghost on the inside. Do You Know Something is second, and then it's Securities. Outside of them, Turco Bravo is fourth. Samrat down toward the inside. Kid Cruz is next, and then it's neck and neck, but it's Shaman Ghost. Shaman Ghost and Joel Rosario are running away in Brooklyn. And then it was Turco Bravo, El Nawi, and Samrat.
Jimmy Jerkins, Stronach Stables, Joel Rosario. Easy winner of the Brooklyn. They win by better than 4. Shaman Ghost returns $9 even. Turco Bravo finishes second. El Nawi finishes third in this year's 1.5-mile Brooklyn. Fillies and Mares at 1.16 Grade 1 action, the Ogden Phipps.
They're off in the Ogden Phipps. Forever Unbridled, just a step slow to get going out of the gate as the long shot Desert Valley goes out to the front. Carumba to the inside, away running in second. Stop Charging Maria's right there, along with Carolina and Sheer Drama on the outside. Then cavorting, the trailer is Forever Unbridled, and she is 8 lengths off of Desert Valley. Desert Valley, a long shot in the field here on a 23 and 1 opening quarter mile, and leads the field in the Phipps by a length and 3/4. Stop Charging Maria sits in second position with her stablemate alongside. Carolina third. Sheer Drama to the outside of her. Then it's Caramba in fifth. 4 lengths off the lead, followed by the 2 trailers, Cavorting and Forever Unbridled. So the half mile is up in 46 1/5 seconds. Desert Valley is still the leader for now. Here's Stop Charging Maria. She's a half length behind, running in second. Carolina just to the outside of her. A 4-wide trip for a Sheer Drama on the far turn, while Forever Unbridled rides the rail. And it's just 2 lengths off the lead here as they come toward the top of the stretch. And it is now Carolina and Stop Charging Maria who take over. Sheer Drama's next, Forever Unbridled. Bottled up in traffic, no place to go. Caramba next, and on the far outside, here's Cavorting. And Cavorting has come alive. Oh, and she's taken the lead. And did she ever? Cavorting has moved away to a 4-length lead here. And then it's Caramba. Forever Unbridled storms into second late behind Cavorting, who has won the Phipps by 3 lengths over an unlucky Forever Unbridled. And then it was Caramba, and Carolina was fourth.
And certainly around one turn and now at a distance of ground, Cavorting has been sensational. She exits the Ruffian, and she might have been even better in the Ogden Phipps. The offspring of Bernardini, owned by Stone Street, Karen McLaughlin, Florent Giroux, they win by 2.5 lengths as the 4th choice in the wagering coming out of the Ruffian victory. Cavorting returns $10.60. Forever Unbridled finishes second. Caramba finishes third. The 9-5 favorite Carolina finishes 4th in the Ogden Phipps. 6 furlongs on the turf. Up next in the Jaipur.
They're off of the Jaipur. And it is Pure Sensation who fires out for the early lead from the outside and clears. Gets away a length and a half. And then it's Green Grotto away running in second. Rocket Heat is third on the outside, ready for rye, fourth in between horses. And they're being followed by Guns Loaded and Hathersal on the far outside. Then it's Mosler, Summation Time. Commute is after that. A lot is down toward the rail, 7 lengths off the lead. Then it's Disco Partner, followed by Royal Squeeze. And the trailer is Green Mask as Pure Sensation leads them to a 21 3 opening quarter mile. Rocket Heat's alongside second. Guns Loaded third. Hathersal out there 4 wide, then ready for rye. Mosler is circling up 5 wide. Green Grotto is down toward the rail. Then a held up Summation Time. And a lot is right behind a wall of horses and will be swung to the outside for a clear path as they come to the final furlong. Pure Sensation in front. Mosler on the outside is second. A lot is coming now. And so too on the far outside is Disco Partner, who's storming down the center of the course, trying to catch the stablemate. Pure Sensation, Disco Partner going to be 1-2. And it's going to be Pure Sensation to beat Disco Partner. Then a photo between Ready for Rye and A Lot in a final time of 1 minute 6.76 seconds.
13 in here on a very interesting turf course at Belmont Park. They dropped the rails, and Pure Sensation sets a new course record, makes every pole. Boy, was comfortable early, I thought, with just enough lead for Jose Ortiz. Returns $39.20 for Christophe Clement. At 16-1, Disco Partner finishes second. Ready for Rye finishes third in the Jaipur. 3-year-olds up next in the Grade 2, Woody Stevens.
They're off in the Woody Stevens. And Seymour Deeney and Justin Squared go out to show some early speed. Imperial Hint is up and on the pace too with Fish Trap Road. And then comes Dig Deep and Sharp as Tekka, who's down toward the rail. Mrazek is next to the far outside. Break of 3 back to Star Hill, then Taleb Saval. Another 2 lengths more back to Awesome Gent outside of Counterforce. Tom's Ready is last of them all, 21 3 was a flying opening quarter mile for Justin Squared, who leads them into the far turn. Fish Trap Road is a length behind, running in second position with a half mile to go. Then comes Imperial Hint on the outside. Sharp as Tekka is fourth along the rail with 2.5 lengths to make up. Mrazek is next. Tale of Saval is finding running room on the inside. Dig Deep is there, and then comes Star Hill. Counterforce is 8 lengths behind, beginning to pick up stride, and Tom's Ready is running on from the back of the pack. Justin Squared joined by Fish Fish Trap Road after a 44 and 2 half-mile. Fish Trap Road has taken the lead. It is Fish Trap Road in front, coming to the 8th pole. Star Hill second on the outside and closing in. Sharp Aztec is down toward the rail, then Taylor of All. Tom's Ready running on from the back of the pack, weaving through traffic. It is Fish Trap Road. Tom's Ready on the insides, coming on through from dead last to first. Tom's Ready and the Woody Stevens. He beat Fish Trap Road, then Star Hill and Sharp Azteca in a final time of 1 minute, 21.38 seconds.
Tom's Ready. Joel Rosario, Dallas Stewart, they score the victory, coming from last to first to win by a length and a quarter. $17.20 for the winner. Second longest shot on the board at 25-1. Fish Trap Road finishes second. Star Hill finishes third in the Woody Stevens. Take our final break. When we come back, 4 grade 1s in a row.
Jackie Angelucci on the outside, Ali Chiba. Ferdinand has the lead. Ali Chiba, a final surge. The 2 Derby winners hit the wire together. Ferdinand and Ali Chiba in a dramatic photo finish.
I'm Mark Cassano. Join me Saturday mornings at 10 for Down the Stretch. We'll inform, analyze, and welcome in the biggest names in racing. So join me Saturday mornings at 10 for Down the Stretch, right here on the OTB Television Network.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Continuing on with the stakes action from Saturday. Fillies and Mares, a mile on the turf, the grade 1, just a game.
They're off in the Longines, just a game. And Celestine comes out running well and takes the early lead with La Burma from the inside, and now she comes on through. And then comes Lexi Lou, who's away running in third position. Lady Lara's next. After that, it is My Miss Sophia, Recepta's down on the inside. Then Mrs. McDougall, Prize Exhibit. Outside of them comes Faux Filet. Strike Charmer is down at the rail. Irish Rookie is right in behind them. Reina de Batteria and the Gray Tapestry at the back at 23 and 1 opening quarter mile for La Burma, who's in front by 3/4 of a length over Celestine. Lexi Lou, 2 lengths off of them, running third by 2.5. After that, it's My Miss Sophia in fourth. Lady Lara fifth on the outside. Recepta's down toward the rail, running along in sixth and racing 6 lengths off the lead, just ahead of Mrs. McDougall through a half mile in 46 seconds flat. And then comes Faux Filet, who's beginning to crank it up. 8 lengths off the lead. Strike Charmers after that. Prize Exhibit, Irish Rookie, Reina de Batteria, and Tapestry at the back of the field. La Burma. La Burma continues to lead the way. A 44-1 long shot. 3/4 of a length ahead of Celestine in second. Lexi Lou is running in third. My Miss Sophia's fourth. Recepta's down at the hedge, saving all the ground, and Lady Lara swings up on the far outside. Celestine to the front. Celestine has grabbed the lead with 1 furlong to go. Lady Lara trying to finish on from the outside. Recepta's down toward the rail, but Celestine has run away. Celestine, very impressive in the Longines, just a game. And then it was Recepta, Mrs. McDougall, and Lady Lara. And look at that final time on the board. It was 1 minute 31.64 seconds. It missed the course record by 1/100th of a second.
Celestine 131.64 with the rails down, wins by nearly 4, returns $17 even for Bill Mott and Junior Alvarado. Recepta finishes second with Mrs. McDougall, the 7-2 favorite, finishing third in the Just a Game. Up next, one of the performances of the century, ladies and gentlemen, maybe any century, the Metropolitan Mile.
They're off. And the Met Mile, an anchor down, comes out running. Marking on the outside's got some early speed too. Amise Flatter is away running in third. And coming through on the inside is Noble Bird to show some early speed. And then comes Stanford, Calculator on the outside. Tamar Cruz frosted down toward the rail. Upstart is next, and Blofeld is at the back of the field as they race up the backstretch. The leader is Noble Bird through a 22 and 3 opening quarter mile. Anchor down 3/4 of a length behind and well off the rail. Approval. And in between horses, Marking is going to be sent on through on the inside now of Anchor Down and up into second. After that, running in fourth is Stanford, who's now 2.5 lengths off the lead, moving for the turn. Then Amise Flatter, Tamar Coos, and Frosted down on the inside. Calculator Upstart and Blofeld at the back of 45 and 1/2 mile. Around the far turn, Noble Bird anchored down on the far outside and Marking between them. And Frosted is right in behind that trio. Frosted is fourth with Stanford to his outside as they make their way toward the top of the stretch. Then it's Tamar Coos, Upstart, and Blofeld Anchor Down in front as they come to the top of the stretch. It is Anchor Down joined on the outside by Frosted, and Frosted has gone on by and he has exploded. He is absolutely blowing his competition away. Oh my goodness, look at Frosted today. Frosted's 10 in front. Frosted is absolutely rumped in the Met Mile. He was wrapped up in a final time of 1 minute 32.73 seconds. Anchor Down, Upstart, Amise Flatter, they were a mile behind him.
The Offspring of Tapit for Godolphin and Kieran McLaughlin. Frosted coming in from the World Cup with Joel Rosario. I kid you not, on a clear, fast racetrack in the Grade 1 Met. Now, there's only 2 Grade 1 winners in here, and the winner is one of them. By 14 1/4, the 2-to-1 favorite, Frosted, returns $6.70 for one of the performances of a generation. Anchor Down finishes second. Upstart finishes third in a race that will not soon be forgotten. One of the great performances of all time in one of the most outstanding races annually in the United States. And continuing on with tremendous performances, the 1 1/4 Manhattan.
They're off in the Woodford Reserve Manhattan. And it's World Approval who comes out running well. Divisi Darrow on the far outside. And going up in between horses is Grand Tito to join them. And Flincher will sit in fourth early on, just to the outside of Ironicus, who rides the hedge into that first turn, 4 lengths off the lead. And then it's Oathkeeper on the outside, followed by a ground-saving Big Blue Kitten, who's down toward the rails 7 lengths behind in the early stages here. And then it's back to Slumber, and last of them all, and slow out of the gate is Triple Threat. The first quarter is up in 23 4. On to the backstretch, World Approval and Julian Leperoux on top, with Grand Tito running in second. Divisi Darrow is third on the outside. Ironicus is down toward the rail. The heavy favorite Flincher moves up alongside of him. And outside those two, it's Oathkeeper, now moving up a couple of spots and all the way up into fourth outside of Divisi Darrow. And then it's Slumber, followed by Big Blue Kitten on the inside. Triple Threat, last of them all through a 49 3/2 mile. It's been a moderate tempo here for World Approval, who has led so far. Grand Tito continues to press him from the outside. Divisi Darrow is third. Oathkeeper on the far outside. Flincher in between horses. Ironicus is down toward the hedge. 4 lengths off the lead, racing for the far turn, and they've gone 3/4 in 1:13 4. And then it's Slumber on the outside of Big Blue Kitten. Triple Threat is still last around the far turn. World Approval, Grand Tito, Divisi Darrow, the 3 of them across the track. Flincher poised to pounce in fourth. Right behind them, Ironicus is in it too, while Big Blue Kitten now swings to the outside after saving ground there into the stretch. Grand Tito on the outside of World Approval. Here's Flincher now. And Flincher is coming storming down the center of the course. And he's found his best stride and he strikes the front. And Flincher is moving away from his competition late. Flincher comes to the United States and wins the Woodford Reserve Manhattan by 2.5 lengths. And then up the rail, Ironicus was second, followed by World Approval and Grand Tito. The time on the board was a very fast one, 1 minute 58.92 seconds by the powerful Flincher.
Flintshire back in the United States, now in the Chad Brown barn. Seems like he's staying this time. The 6-year-old for Juddmonte just flies home. Maybe the last half mile in under 45 seconds. The 7-10 favorite makes it look easy. Once again, returns $3.40. Ironicus finishes a good second. World Appeal at 13-1 finishes third in the Manhattan. And wrapping up the Triple Crown Series for 2016, the Belmont Stakes.
They're off in the Belmont Stakes. And Destin had a very good beginning, but there goes Gettysburg as expected. Sent to the lead by Paco Lopez, and Destin is close as to stablemate Stradivari. And then to the outside, there goes right to the outside of them, Seeking the Soul, who's 3 deep into that turn. Cherry Wine sits back and runs in 5th. Exaggerator's not far behind. He's 3 wide into the turn as Governor Malibu saves all the ground. Then Brody's Cause, Seeking the Soul, 3 lengths more. And then comes Forever Doro racing on the outside of Creator, who's been guided to the rail. Lonnie is second last. Trojan Nation trails, and the first quarter was solid enough. It was 24 seconds flat. So it is Gettysburg the leader on this expansive first turn at Belmont Park. Gettysburg in front by a length and a half. Destin tracks in second position. Seeking the Soul follows in third. Stradivari's in between horses. Exaggerator's moving up on the outside and is strongly held by Kent DeSormo, 4 deep up the backstretch. Then Governor Malibu, followed by Cherry Wine. Brody's Cause is right behind his stablemate, and he's 6 lengths off the lead up the backstretch. Lonnie has gone by a few horses now, and Lonnie is moving up on the outside. Then Creator, Sudden Breaking News, and Forever Doro. The half was in 48 and 2, 3/4 up in 1 minute 13 and 1/5 seconds, and Trojan Nation is well behind the field. So Gettysburg leads the charge up the backstretch in front by a length. It is Destin who continues to pursue in second. Stradivari is right there, and so is Exaggerator. The Preakness winner is 4th and right to the outside of a ground-saving Governor Malibu, who is sent along by Joel Rosario down on the inside. Gettysburg has been there all the way so far. Destin continues to pursue him. Stradivari is close. Exaggerator is 2 lengths off the lead, 4 wide on the turn. Then Governor Malibu, Creator, Lonnie still with 5 lengths to make up. And then it's Cherry Wine. Sudden Breaking News goes wide, and Forever Doro. It is still Gettysburg, who will turn into the stretch with Destin right on his outside. And they're into the stretch. And Destin has taken the lead in the Belmont Stakes. Stradivari is there. Governor Malibu couldn't get through on the inside. He is in traffic. Exaggerator. Here comes Lonnie on the far outside, and Creator is coming too. It is Destin in front. Creator, Lonnie on the outside. Destin and Creator. These two come down to the line together. Too close to goal. It was Creator and Destin right on the wire. And Iran Ortiz raised his whip in victory, but it is very close in the Belmont Stakes.
The offspring of Tapit, winner of the Arkansas Derby, skipped the Preakness, wins the photo finish with Iran Ortiz in the saddle. Creator going out for Steve Asmussen. They score the victory, returning a healthy $34.80, defeating Todd Pletcher's Destin. Lonnie finishes third. The 7-5 favorite, Exaggerator, finishes 11th in the field of 13 in the 148th running of the Belmont Stakes. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the Triple Crown split 3 ways. Let's hope we get them all back at Saratoga for the Traverse Stakes at the end of August. It would certainly be something to see. That wraps up this week's stakes action from around the country, ladies and gentlemen. And join us next time for Horses and Courses.
You're watching OTB TV, a service of Capital Off-Track Betting.